Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. Let's go ahead and take another quick look here at the JASMY price chart. We have had somewhat of a mixed, or maybe we can say a little bit of a slow start to the week, because we saw that there isn't much movement that is happening with the JASMY price chart. But of course, it's not really something that is isolated to the JASMY price chart. It's really where the rest of the market is. I think you can see on my right hand side here, pretty much almost everything is either very much red or slightly red, but we also have got a few things up, and believe it or not, JASMY is part of the ones which are in green right now with a little less than 1%. But we're going to be taking a look at where the price is right now and try to see if we are moving or if we're improving from the situation that we had last week right there. But as you can see, I've been saying time and again that look, in as much as it feels really terrible here for JASMY, we're still maintaining these higher lows. And of course, one of the most important things that we talk about is that the RSI, if you want to take a look at it ever since, I would go back and point that this trend has been there ever since August 2023. So you can see that the RSI, relative strength index, has been supported over and over along this line, and of course that has in the past resulted in big pumps, as you can see in the moment, like this one or this one right there, or maybe you can consider something like this. They were all coming off of these lows in terms of the RSI. Then even the recent bumps that we have had here for JASMY, they've also come right along that 30 mark here for the RSI. So this trend has been there for over 2 years. I think it's something that we can rely on and use it as an indicator of something that can happen in the future. So why we're bringing that even today is because we are right on that, and so far so good. We have also started seeing the RSI starting to push up just a little bit, and I would really love to see this happen here, because maintaining these higher lows is something that it's a bullish statement in all fairness. So hopefully this thing holds, and we'll be challenging our next big resistance, which is right around, I would say here, 2.2 cents for JASMY, a good 77% from where the price is sitting at this point. So that is great, but I think we have to really look at the general market. Are we bullish right across the board? Because JASMY does not exist in a bubble, right? It depends on the rest of the market, on how everything else is pushing, right? So we have slightly a healthy Bitcoin right now at this point. We've got this falling wedge that you can see at this point, and usually your technical price target is at the top right there, which is like around $124,000. So we want to see more from Bitcoin, and I think most of that is going to be turning out to be positive also for the JASMY price set. Then we're also taking a look at the macro conditions, like where the total market cap for altcoins, we are not including Bitcoin in this one, is we still haven't had the breakout that we wanted to see. But so far what has happened is that we got a reaction, a rejection, I would be saying, from the very top, but we got right into a support level. So we're bouncing out of that. Still, this is not all that enough, because remember what we were saying when we're talking about this thing is that JASMY pretty much moves right in tandem with this total market cap of altcoins. And if I may just show you one more time, and let me just adjust this nice and easy so that you can see. So this is the total market cap of crypto, on top right there, excluding Bitcoin. Then we have got the Bitcoin, the JASMY price are down there. I think you can see very clear similar patterns by there. So far what we're waiting for is for this whole thing to break its resistance and start pushing towards the upside, and automatically we also see pretty much doing the same thing by there. So it seems JASMY is ready and waiting for the total market cap of crypto to do something right there. So the thing that we don't want to see from the total market cap of crypto is that it loses the support and starts heading towards the downside, because that would also automatically mean that JASMY is not going to be breaking out anytime soon. And even though those RSIs are pretty much at low, it doesn't mean anything necessarily, because the rest of the market is not giving you that kind of condition or fuel rather to push you towards the upside. One other major thing that we take a look at time and again is the Ethereum price, because just like that total market cap of crypto, we understand that Ethereum also directly affects the price of JASMY. So if I may show you one more time, you can see two charts that I have. One on top right there, this is the Ethereum price set. Then of course the other one that I'm moving slightly lower than that is the JASMY price set. So you see that JASMY also very much moves right in tandem with Ethereum. So if Ethereum does well, JASMY also automatically has to do well, because remember, most of the liquidity pools in JASMY are Ethereum based. So whenever Ethereum moves, JASMY also has to go. So we see with Ethereum right now that yes, we set a new all-time high here, but I don't think that was the end. I think we just backtested this with a nice ABC, and hopefully we don't lose this support right there around, I would say, $3,800. And if we manage to start getting our way towards something like $8,000 or something like that, we are going to be also expecting Jasmy to catch up with that and start pushing towards the upside. So the conditions that we need in terms of like the bigger picture of market are not looking all that great right now. We don't have clear answers, but when it comes to the Jasmy price itself, I think we have got a trend that we can base on to say that, look, whenever we have had this RSI being right around the 30 mark there, this has been, at least in the last 2 years, an area where the price, you know, tries to find some kind of a bounce right there. So we'll just be waiting for all those other bigger players to choose, like the total market cap of crypto, obviously, and maybe something like Ethereum, to choose the direction which they will take in. But be rest assured that that will also be definitely affecting whatever the Jasmy price that is going to be doing. So for now, Jasmy itself is looking okay. Once again, we need the bigger players to play ball, right? One more thing to consider, of course, is the Bitcoin dominance, in which, I mean, we can see that the trend was lost there. Right now, it appears that we're having some kind of a back test, although, you know, it doesn't feel all that great. But this is exactly what happens when you break trend. You try to, you know, back test the resistance and officially turn it into resistance. And, you know, you're pushing towards the downside once again. In this move, we'll be expecting altcoins to be massively outperforming, you know, Bitcoin. But we'll be seeing how this pans out in the next few days, maybe a week or something like that. But so far, Jasmy itself, once again, looking good. The macro, maybe not so great. With all that being said, I want to thank you so much for watching the video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I'll see you on the next one. Take really, really good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.